Hello and welcome to Sports Today's Morning News Wrap. I am Siddharth Gulati and I'm going to bring you all the latest updates that made the headlines on different newspapers and on various digital platforms. So as always, as it has been our usual drill, let's just begin with some cricket news. Well, that's basically the state of affairs at the iconic Gabba in Brisbane because persistent rain has held up play on the opening day of the third test between India and Australia of the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Well, India, they opted to field first after winning the toss, and after rain actually delayed play. Before that, Australia were 28 for no loss in about 13 overs or so, and so far a couple of sessions have been washed out. Well, it remains to be seen whether there's going to be more play or not because there is a lot of rain predicted in the next couple of hours or so. So that's about it as far as the latest things stand. As far as the opening day of the Gabba test is concerned, well, India, they made a couple of changes to the 11 that they fielded in Adelaide. Akashdeep, he replaced Harshit Rana, while Ravichandran Ashwin, he made way for Ravindra Jadeja. And as far as Australia's 11 goes, there was only one change, that Josh Hazlewood, who suffered a low-grade side strain ahead of the Adelaide test, he replaced Scott Boland. Well, in another test, happening between New Zealand and England at Seddon Park, Hamilton, well, New Zealand, after they got off to a great start while batting in the first innings, well, now they've lost a cluster of wickets courtesy Matthew Potts' 3-wicket haul. At the time of beginning of this live, New Zealand were 289 for 8 in their first innings. New Zealand at one stage were about 140 odd for 1, but then England, they actually made their way back into the test with those flurry of wickets, and now New Zealand basically don't stand a chance of probably reaching at a total of about 400 or so. Well, moving to more cricket news here, we have the two finalists ready for the Syed Mushtaq Ali T20 tournament. It's going to be Mumbai and Madhya Pradesh here. Well, Mumbai, they defeated Baroda rather comprehensively in the first semi-final that took place at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru, courtesy Ajinkya Rahane's blistering 98 odd. And in the other semi-final between Madhya Pradesh and Delhi, well, it was Venkatesh Iyengar's 2-wicket haul coupled by Rajat Patidar's blistering 66 that made sure that Delhi did not stand a chance to even make their way back into the contest. So now the final between Mumbai and Madhya Pradesh is going to take place in Bengaluru on Sunday, that is tomorrow. Well, moving to more cricket news here, well, there's a good news as far as the ICC Champions Trophy latest update is concerned. Well, the Pakistan Cricket Board have agreed to a hybrid model, which means that India's matches are going to take place in Dubai of the CT 2025. Well, this was first reported on Sports Today. We gave you the live updates as to what the PCB agreed to. There's actually going to be no compensation for the PCB as far as the hybrid model is concerned, but then they are going to get a grant as to host a ICC women's tournament after 2027. And also there's one more update as far as the 2026 T20 World Cup goes in men's cricket, that the India-Pakistan game is going to be held at a neutral venue. Well, the co-hosts of the tournament are India and Sri Lanka, but then the India versus Pakistan game of the 2026 T20 World Cup will take place at the R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo. Well, moving to more cricket news here, South Africa have defeated Pakistan in the second T20I of the 3-match series. Well, South Africa have sealed the series. They have taken an unassailable 2-0 lead in the 3-match series. They won the first T20I rather comprehensively, and even in the second T20I, Pakistan managed to bat well. They scored over 200 in their first innings, but then led by Reza Hendricks's 100 and Rassie van der Dussen's unbeaten 66 odd, which made sure that South Africa got over the finish line. Now the third T20I is going to be a final chance for Pakistan to salvage a consolatory victory in the 3-match T20I series before the action moves to the ODIs and then the two all-important test matches specifically for South Africa, who are just one win away from confirming a spot in their maiden World Test Championship final. Well, also Shakib Al Hassan has been banned from bowling in England and Wales cricket boards cricket competitions because his bowling action was deemed illegal by an independent panel in the UK. Now Shakib, let's just be very clear about his facts here. He has already retired from Test cricket, didn't really play the opening test against South Africa that took place in October. That was basically a home series that was supposed to be a farewell test for him, but then due to the security concerns, he couldn't really take part in it. He's already retired from T20s, and whether he is going to be a part of Bangladesh's ODI squad or in the ODI scheme of things until the Champions Trophy, well, that's something that definitely remains to be seen. Now let's just see what the newspapers really have to say. Obviously the BGT, the Border Gavaskar Trophy, it dominated the previews and obviously the special stories, but then there's also one more thing that has dominated not just the newspapers but the Sports Today platform too, and it is Gukesh's victory in the World Chess Championship. Well, there is one important news that Magnus Carlsen, a former world champion, has shared that history will see this as a pivotal moment as far as Gukesh's World Chess Championship victory is concerned. Carlsen said that 18-year-old Gukesh being crowned the youngest ever undisputed World Chess Champion is an important moment in chess and could potentially be the beginning of something interesting as far as the sport is concerned. So that's pretty much about it, because today's newspapers are dominated with cricket and chess, and there is obviously a lot on the Sports Today platform too. Stay tuned to Sports Today as we'll bring you all the latest updates and analysis from the sporting world as far as the BGT goes and the other things. We will post all those regular videos, and also there's also going to be a video coming up very shortly on the platform as to how a potential draw in the Gabba test would impact India's WTC final chances. Until then, on behalf of my producer Saransh, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.